They say beauty is pain, but medieval women? Oh, they lived that truth. Imagine plucking your hairline so far back it practically merges with your crown. That wasn't punishment. That was a look. Let's get into it. Welcome back to a brand new episode of Beauty Unlocked. I'm Carissa, and today we're heading to the Middle Ages for a trend that's as fascinating as it is follicularly tragic. Let's set the stage. It's Europe, late 1300s into the 1500s. The Black Death is behind you. Kind of. The church controls everything, and beauty ideals, they're getting ethereal. Out with the rosy cheeks of the Romans, in with pale skin, downcast eyes, delicate chins, and the pièce de résistance, the high, hairless forehead. The bigger the blank canvas, the better. And trust me, these women were dedicated. If you've ever seen portraits by early Netherlandish artists like Rogier van der Weyden, you'll notice it. Women with foreheads so vast they could double as projection screens. Their eyebrows are missing, temples bare. It's not a mistake. It's medieval high fashion. In the words of historian Ruth Mazo Karras, the ideal face was oval, with a high forehead and no eyebrows. This was not nature, but effort. Dr. Eleanor Janega, a medieval historian, explains that these beauty standards were deeply intertwined with societal expectations. Beauty was a key to power, crucially connected to wealth, status, and the ability to navigate social hierarchies. This emphasis on appearance wasn't merely about aesthetics, it was a reflection of one's place in the societal structure. Let's talk about the painful process. To get that high blank forehead, women would pluck their hairlines, sometimes as far back as the crown of the head. Tweezers were common, but scraping with pumice stones or razors was also a go-to. Eyebrows, also gone. And if you're thinking, that must have hurt, you're right, but they didn't stop there. Enter the Trotula, a medieval compendium of women's medicine and beauty recipes. It suggested, quote, to remove hair, take quicklime and orpiment and mix with vinegar. Spread this on the area you wish to depilate and leave for a short time. Oh, quicklime. For those not fluent in medieval skincare, that's calcium oxide, a caustic substance. Let me repeat that, a caustic substance used to dissolve organic matter. Sounds so soothing, right? One version of the text even recommends, brace yourself, cat dung mixed with vinegar as a hair remover. Yep, literal feline feces in your follicles, all in the name of beauty. And you're asking yourself right now, but Carissa, why was this seen as beautiful? Let's get into it. Why this obsession with a bald brow and a forehead the size of a billboard? Because in medieval Europe, beauty wasn't just about your looks, it was about morality and social status. A high, smooth forehead was associated with intelligence, nobility, and spiritual purity. A quote from scholar Sarah Grace Heller puts it bluntly. A woman's forehead was considered the site of virtue. Its exposure reflected her openness and submission to divine order. Dr. Eleanor Janega elaborates on this connection. The ideal medieval woman was expected to embody virtues like chastity and obedience, and these ideals were projected onto physical appearance. So the emphasis on a high forehead wasn't arbitrary. It was a physical manifestation of the virtues society valued in women. Eyebrows, too expressive, too carnal. Better to erase them than risk signaling lust. Oh my god, your eyebrows make me so horny. I have never, ever thought about that. Ever. So basically, women were expected to appear angelic, passive, silent, untouched by the physical world. In a society that praised female virginity and religious devotion, looking like a floating medieval ghost was basically #goals. And like most things in beauty history, this wasn't just about taste, it was about class. Only noblewomen could afford the luxury of time, tools, and skilled servants to maintain their disappearing hairlines. Working class women were busy, working, and likely kept their brows and hairlines intact out of necessity. The ideal was exclusive, and that was the point. As historian Kim Phillips notes, these beauty practices, while painful, functioned as social markers. The ability to endure pain for beauty was itself a performance of elite femininity. Sound familiar? It should. It's not too far off from today's expensive laser treatments, injectables, or that influencer telling you her skincare routine involves 12 serums and an ice bath. So, next time you're cursing at a rogue chin hair or debating whether microblading is worth it, just remember you could have been in 15th century Flanders, tweezing your frontal hairline into oblivion while rubbing cat poo on your cheeks. Medieval women weren't messing around. Whether it's a forehead in the 1400s or a filler in 2025, beauty trends reflect our cultural values and our willingness to sacrifice a little comfort and a lot of dignity in pursuit of them. Thanks for tuning in to another historical deep dive into the wild world of beauty. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to rate and review Beauty Unlocked on your favorite podcast app. And hey, give us a follow on YouTube and TikTok. The links are in the show notes. Remember, my loves, to stay hydrated, stay curious, and stay safe. You'll hear from me again next week. Bye.
Make it clap, clap, clap. Make it clap, clap, clap. Make it clap, clap, clap. Make it clap, clap. Make it clap, clap.